Welcome to weeks 5 and 6 of HiLit Plus. We're back in the RKSolid spotlight. I just want to say first things first, congratulations for making this far. You guys are absolute rock stars, and I'm so happy that you've been on this journey with me this whole time. I'm really impressed, and I am proud to have come this far. So I have some questions that I want to ask all my spotlight members because I have a feeling that you might actually want to answer these questions for yourself too, because we've come so far and there are so many accomplishments that we've already made. So let's check in. First things first, if you had to describe weeks 5 and 6 in 3 words, what would they be?
Week 5 in 3 words would be heavy, hard, doable.
3 words to describe week 5. I am feeling myself. Yes, I am.
Week 5, if I could describe it in 3 words, would be I got this.
This week, I would describe in 3 words. I would use the words powerful, boundless, and rewarding.
If I had to describe week 5 in 3 words, I would definitely say optimized, challenging, and acclimated.
When I used 45s, I blew my own mind. I know you remember that moment. I called it out because I actually was shocked, in awe. It was such a good feeling. I was like, damn, girl, you're so strong. And you felt that. And I said, lift with your ego. Do you remember that? And then boom, we had full permission to actually level up, and we didn't have to hold back, because holding yourself back in a moment where you actually could push a little bit harder doesn't do us any good. I'll be the first person to say I don't love it when a person's ego walks into a room before them. But when you have permission to lift with your ego because you are ready, you are primed, and you are strong enough, bam! Everything happens. It's like, voila, magic. When did you feel the most badass during weeks 5 and 6 of HiLit Plus?
Woo! I just finished week 5, day 3. I had to change, come outside, and do a light walk because I am still processing that whole workout. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal, but I have never in my life felt stronger. Truly. Maybe not right now because literally holding my phone up is painful, but those are the kind of workouts that make me think that I could lift a car. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I am that strong. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to repeat it next week. I have never felt stronger. I really like the jump training after. I am feeling really, really good this week. It makes me feel good to know that I'm lifting to fatigue and that I'm not underestimating myself. So thank you to Rebecca, to HiLit. I hope everybody else feels amazing and incredible and so very strong after that brutal upper body workout.
I will say a highlight for me this week was picking up my heaviest weights for my lower body days. I picked up 50 pounds for some of the exercises, which I'm super proud of. And day 5 specifically blew me away with how much I could front lunge, walk, curtsy lunge. And something that I've seen progress throughout this program is how much leg strength that I have and how much better and how much stronger I've been getting in my legs. It's been a great improvement to kind of see and feel in my own body and pick up those really heavy weights that I've honestly never picked up before for dumbbells. So I'm super happy about that.
Badass behavior this week. I don't know. It's a toss-up between being able to do 32 push-ups or using 35-pound dumbbells during my deadlift. I felt so freaking strong. I was fantasizing about going to the gym and using a barbell to see how heavy can I get these deadlifts and these squats if I'm not having to use dumbbells.
When I felt the most badass this week, I mean, it's easy for me to say in my strength training because I am lifting weights I haven't touched, but I want to say the most was when I was doing my 30-minute walk, because I did hold on to that 30-minute walk, but in the middle of the walk, Meg Thee Stallion's song Her came on, and I just got into my own Naomi Campbell strut. I didn't care who was around me. I mean, I'm walking on the street where cars are passing, people are going to work, and I was shouting because I am sharing my joy in the morning and giving someone else permission to live their life.
I felt the most badass when I did my push-ups on day 1 of this week. I felt ready to go. I was recovered over the weekend, and I felt like bing, bang, boom. I just crushed them, and I was like, yes. I always feel the most badass when I do push-ups. Hands down, always. It's one of the most, in my opinion, empowering movements, and I love that we do them twice a week.
We have to talk about the elephant in the room, Pilates. I know it is not the most flashy of workouts. I know it forces us to kind of slow down and to do the nitty-gritty work, which is honestly, for a lot of people, not super fun. And it's that workout that you're like, oh God, here it comes. I know she's gonna make us do teasers and rolling like a ball, but honestly, tell me the truth, has it helped? Do you have a new relationship with Pilates yet? Are you actually enjoying it? Are you finding ways associated with benefits or that it's actually like medicine for you? Or do you have like an actual affection for it, even a little bit? Like, do you like it? You don't have to love it, but do you even like it a little bit? What's your relationship with Pilates now?
I enjoyed this program thoroughly. I feel strong in my body, in my joints, more confident, and I didn't love Pilates before, loved the lifting, loved the cardio, and I actually noticed a big difference in what Pilates did for me during my other workouts, feeling like my joints are strong. Also the jump training, I found kind of an enjoyment for that as well, and I could see the benefits of it. So I look forward to continuing to bring the Pilates and the jump training into my weeks.
Pilates? I've said from day 1, I want to be a Pilates girly so bad. Do I think I'm fully there yet? Maybe not, maybe, but I have seen so much growth. This week really was a shining light in my Pilates class. I had a moment where I was so thankful. Thinking back to week 1 and some of those variations and moves where I was just gassed and I didn't think that I could finish. I hated it. I'm gonna be really honest. I wasn't a huge fan. And then this week, I felt so strong. The growth is insane. I was climbing up my leg and I was like, oh, that was kind of easy. That wasn't like it was in week 1. My abs felt, I felt so strong. Rebecca showed us some new moves this week and I was like, nah, can I do it? Like, just try. And then I could do it kind of easily on some of them, which was shocking. Did I have to take a few breaks here and there still? Yes, but actually feeling and seeing your growth in an area that you didn't think was possible is an incredible feeling. And I'm very, very, very thankful that I didn't give up on that or, not put in the work because I didn't like it. I'm glad I stuck with the Pilates and I gave it 100% because I've absolutely seen a big difference with it.
Let's talk about some habits that we've made. We're 40 days in. You've probably created some brand new ones. We didn't need to replace any or break any habits. We're just in creation mode of new habits that are going to continue to take us through our fitness journey, or maybe even nothing to do with fitness. We're 40 days in. What is making you still show up to all of your workouts? I've seen so many of your videos. I've gotten a lot of DMs, but I want to hear from y'all. What have you progressed over these last 5 and 6 weeks, specifically in weeks 5 and 6? And maybe there has been some gold nuggets in there that have really inspired you or just made you laugh, because Lord knows we need to laugh sometimes during our workouts just to make it through.
Something that stuck with me from the workouts this week was on day 5 when Rebecca said, it's not your last workout. It doesn't have to be your best workout ever. You just have to give your best effort for today. That I needed that because I was so anxious going into today's workout because it's the last strength training go hard day of the program, and we've been working up to this point, so I was like, it needs to be perfect. But she's right, it's not going to be my last workout. I plan on doing the program again, so it doesn't have to be the very best workout ever. It just had to be my best effort for today, which I think I did give it my best effort for today, and it ended up being an absolutely fine workout.
On day 1's lower body day,
Rebecca had the song Lose Yourself by Eminem in there, which is one of my all-time favorites. Great hype song. And she told a story about how she went into a casting call and she walked into the room full of all the people and she was feeling nervous, anxious, and she went into the bathroom, put on her headphones, and started playing that song, looked at herself in the mirror and started hyping herself up. And that moment in the workout, I needed to hear that and know that, yes, I can do this. I'm confident I could lift these heavy weights. And then even after the workout, it has stuck in as a reminder, walking through everyday life, that even the scariest moments or the unsure moments, you just need to find yourself, ground yourself, and remind yourself that yes, you can do this, yes, you belong, and yes, you are willing to show up and break down barriers that maybe you had inside your head previously.
Can you believe it's been 40 days? I had to do a double take when I have it's been 40 days? I'm having so much fun, I don't even realize how much time has flown by. Before HiLit Plus, I was great at having a nutrition routine for 5 days, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday come and I will fall off. So this time around, I was committed to trusting the process and also doing the best for myself. And I'm able to maintain a healthy balance for 7, not just 5 days, 7 days. And it's so easy. I didn't realize for myself how it was already there. I just had to expand upon it. This is a lifestyle now. It's not a habit that I just created. It's a lifestyle. Not only between the confidence, but me experimenting with my food choices and figuring out what works for my body now that I was able to do with the workouts. This is something that I know. But the biggest thing that I've learned in this 40 days is trusting the process and knowing that I am worth it.
I still can't even fully grasp that it's been 40 days. I'm honestly kind of shocked by that, but I do feel like this program has made it so much easier to be healthier in all aspects of my life. There's so many days where you're so mentally fatigued and tired that I would go home and I would just eat whatever was easiest, or I'd stop and get fast food, or I'd get a pizza, or, you make choices and they're not always the best choice for your body. And really, truly, because of this program, it made me consider more every week of what my body needs most. I'm still showing up because, one, obviously I made a commitment to myself. I set a goal and I want to show myself and my students that once you set goals and you're determined, you can have results, and there's wonderful things that come from that. And so I am really, really grateful that this program has kind of encompassed everything and made me think of things outside of just the workout classes. So that of course has been really helpful as well. So
looking back on these last 6 weeks, I have noticed my mood improve greatly. Doing this program and really being like, no, I'm going to prioritize this for the next 6 weeks. It helped build that gateway, right? Of this could be how my daily behavior is. Just going forward, I can take that hour for myself, and it's okay and it's important. And I see the benefits of it physically, but also emotionally. And, my mood is so much more improved, which means that my parenting is improved, which means my children's lives are happier, and who doesn't want that? And my strength is improved so much. I've gone up in weight. I used 40s for my front squats, 35s for my walking lunges. And I was just blown away by that, because walking lunges are the bane of my existence. They always have been. This whole program has made me really proud. Being able to stick to, taking on an hour a day just for myself as a busy mom of 2 very young children. It's just wonderful to see what taking that little bit of time for yourself can do. Both physically and emotionally, mentally, and within relationships too.
I had a shout out Now, I've been doing my own personal validation, but to hear Robin validate my push-ups and my form, specifically for my push-ups, really pushed me. So today, on day 5, within week 5, I decided that 8 wasn't enough. I went and did 10 for all 4 rounds. So thank you, Robin, for doing that. The community in HiLit Plus makes me show up, but getting that validation from her, it was my cherry on top to keep going and actually push to do even more. So, you guys got it just like I got it. We are capable and built for this.
It's been such an incredible opportunity and journey just to see all of my fellow Spotlight members and everyone on social that's going through this program at the same time and sharing their updates, sharing their photos, sharing their progress, sharing what they liked, sharing what they've had to tweak or how they've had to edit it to make it work in their lives. It's such a beautiful community and it's such a really incredible group of people to be a part of. Really excited to head into this nice deload week. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm really excited and proud of all of the progress I've made so far.
I'm excited but nervous about going into a deload week. I've never done a deload week, like a actual structured deload week before, and I fear feeling like I'm not doing enough and try to fight that urge to add in other things, so that I don't, because I want to really get the benefit of deloading, but you know, you just feel like that little voice that's telling you, you can do more. So nervous about that, but I am excited to see what a structured deload week actually looks like.
I'm really looking forward to the week 7 deload. Personally, I've never taken a deload week. I've taken time for recovery, postpartum, doing those types of things, but an intentional deload week, I don't do. So I'm really excited about that because I know there is a benefit to doing it. But I'm just really excited to take that deload week, to really look at it and prioritize it as important as it should be.
As we go into week 7, our deload week, I want you to take everything that you've learned and I want you to let it just stay in your body. And in that week 7, our goal and intention is to thoughtfully slow down. We're gonna let our body actually recover. So we avoid plateau, we avoid injury, and we actually get to kind of assimilate all the work that we've done so that we can take our next step, so that we can move on. You can either repeat HiLit from the beginning, you can start at week 2, you can start a new training split if you like repeatable workouts. You can also start my 5-day split, my 5-day express as we get into the fall and your schedule might be even a little bit more crazy and you only have time for shorter workouts. The express is 5 days a week for 20 minutes. You're in, you're out. I know, Jess King, you love that one so much. But I want you to make sure that during deload week that you are choosing to recover your body because you actually have done all the work that you need to and now you get to kind of chill and relax. So I'll see you in week 7. Good job, you guys. We're actually doing amazing. Give it up for your community. Rock solid Spotlight members. I love you. Thanks for taking us along the way. And please go ahead and give them some love in the comments because they deserve it, just like you. I'm Rebecca, and I'll see you next week.